Hello everybody, SlimKirby here. Welcome back to more of the Legend of Zelda, the Wind Waker playthrough. Last time we finished up the rest of the sea chart. We've basically mapped out everything, and we're just taking care of a few loose ends now. The first thing we're going to do is going to take out the final remaining reef that we have. So that's going to be our first thing we're going to do. I'm not seeing any pillars of light, so maybe we don't have, strangely enough, the treasure chart for this yet. Which, that seems really weird, because I feel like I should have had that by now, but if I don't have it, I don't have it, so I can't really say much beyond that. Looks like, and this is going to be really unfortunate, but I have to kind of cruise my way in. Oh, the sail's up. Whoops. There we go. I was like, why am I not moving? It's like, oh yeah, the sail is... Like, no, you can't do that. But yeah, like, basically as far as what we need to get everything, at least as far as everything that I want to get for this playthrough, we have 3 more pieces of heart and 2 more treasure charts. Technically it's only 1 because the other treasure chart is a Triforce chart. But basically you can see it from this map right here. You can see that 47. Well, if this is a 7x7 map, which means that's 49. And if it counts the Triforce charts, then yeah, we only have 2 more to go. So we have 1 Triforce chart and 1 treasure chart left, basically. Which again, I mean, that's pretty freaking cool that we're, you know, this close to being done. Also, screw you, you stupid warship. Wow, they did not like me getting that warship. I mean, at least they have a pretty good defense going. Like I can't disagree there. But yeah, I believe this is the 2-eye reef. Oh my God, how are they this accurate? That's really bugs me. Oh, that was a warship. I find that warships are a little more accurate compared to the cannons on the wall. I don't know, even the cannons on the wall can be pretty accurate sometimes too. Okay, so the warships do actually count. I always thought it was just the cannons. I think the warships are, like, sometimes, like, here, like, naturally. Well, either way. So with that done, we're going to go ahead, get out, and get this one last chart. Thankfully, it looks like this is going to be kind of nice. We should be able to get there. And the wind is... Hold on, let me check something. The wind is facing the treasure chest, like, you know, not exactly, but it'll be enough for me to just do this, so thankfully I won't have to waste too much time getting this either. So there we go, got the treasure chart. That is the final, like, just normal treasure chart we'll be getting in this playthrough, so that's pretty cool. Not gonna lie. So yeah, we have that. So let's go ahead and go to our other charts and see where this one goes. Because this could also be a case where it leads, like, directly to the same island it's on, if we still haven't found. Which, speaking of which, let me go back. Or this could even be a Triforce chart island, I don't really know. Because, yeah, that's 4-eye reef, I believe. I think that's 3-eye. Already got that one. Here's treasure chart 13, unlucky number 13. Trying to remember what that one was, I don't remember. Got the one on 5-eye reef, got the one on 6-eye reef. Alright. Oh yeah, so I guess the Triforce chart is what leads to a reward here. So we'll have to come back for that later. But either way, we have all the stuff we need here. So with that, well, actually, really quick before I do anything else, I mean, I think I would have it. I don't have the reward for Headstone Island yet, so I'm gonna very quickly go there, pick that up, and then we'll actually go to Outset. So let me get turning in the right way. So yeah, I'm gonna check that really quick. Be right back, guys. We'll check this out, and then we'll make our way to Outset. So be right back. Yep, as I expected, we do have a very quick treasure to pick up. And we got it. Sweet. I think this is just 200 rupees, though. Which is a shame, because I was 2 rupees away from having 3333. But now we have 3531. Okay, that's still a pretty good amount. But yeah, there we go. So, next stop, Outset Island. See you guys there. Okay, guys, we are back to Outset Island. I sailed around the island because I didn't know if I had the treasure chart for this map yet, which I don't, which means it's also going to be a Triforce chart. But yeah, here we are. We're on Outset. So, before we get things moving here, obviously the post box is bouncing. We know what this is going to be just from what we discussed in the last video. But I believe this is just Beetle's thing. Notice the silver membership holders. Thank you for frequent patronage of Beetle shop ships. Since you've earned 30 points, you have been granted silver membership. All silver membership holders receive a special gift of 1 complimentary ID. It is valid at all Beetle shop ships, so bring it to a shop ship near you. I look forward to your future patronage. So there we go. We get the complimentary ID. Who knows what this is, but apparently you should take it to Beetle. Well, maybe. Maybe we will. So yeah, we're back on Outset, and there are actually a few quick things we need to do. First, we need to, I guess, take these rupees because they're here. We're gonna first take a very quick visit to our good friend Orca. Do not worry, we're not gonna do the stupid mini game again, thank God. But if you remember right, Orca's been wanting us to collect for him Knight's Crests, so we have 26 of them. I imagine that should be enough. Why, that is a Knight's Crest. How many of those do you have? Humph. Then I suppose the time has come for me to speak to you about the crests. The Knight's Crest. It is the symbol of a courageous knight. But not just anyone can gather them. No, it takes a soul who possesses not only power, but wisdom and courage as well. Any courageous soul who gathers 10 of these crests can learn a powerful new sword technique. Both my brother and I dreamt of learning this technique in our youth. We worked so hard to collect the crests, but it took many long years and adventures beyond count before we even approached finding 10 of them, and we both grew old. It appears you have enough of them to learn that technique now. Perhaps, just perhaps, you can master it. Very good, Slim. Heed my words. Hold B to build up power, then release it. Come at me now. Do it. Whee! You learned the Hurricane Spin. Hold B to build up your power, then release it to perform a whirling attack with your blade. Remember, it consumes magic power. Amazing, Slim, you did it. You have mastered the Hurricane Spin. At last you have made our long-held dream come true. Oh, the joyful tears, they won't stop. I thought my tears had dried up long ago. There is nothing left for me to teach you. I am certain now that you will save your sister Aril and bring her home to Outset. Aw, well, I'm happy to hear that. So yeah, this is basically your reward for, you know, getting, I think, only 10 Knight's Crest. Okay, well, that's pretty good. So yeah, once you get 10 of them, come here to learn this attack. I wouldn't say it's really that practical of an ability. It can kind of help in like areas with a lot of enemies, but that's really about it. I wouldn't say it's like anything too substantial. But it is a fun little technique, and it's cool how it's used in like other Zelda games. Like, for example, Hyrule Warriors, I know, actually uses that for one of Toon Link's abilities, which is kind of cool. So yeah, let's go ahead and do some of the other side quests we have here. The first one, we need to wander around to look for it. I don't know where exactly it is. I have an idea of where we need to go, at least. Here we go. This is what we need. Remember the pig that we got for this family a while ago? Well, oh, Slim, you made it back. Say, Slim, do you remember the day you first caught this oinker and brought him over here? Just look at that thing. Isn't he a lot bigger now than the last time you saw him? And not just bigger, he's a lot heavier, too. Say, Slim, is there any way you could pick him up and take him for a walk for me? I'd really appreciate it. My back is just killing me. So yeah, we can now, basically we can, well, if I can... There we go. So yeah, we have a giant pig now. So this pig is actually used in a little side quest here where we take him around, and you'll find like little tufts of dirt that the pig can actually dig at. And in one of these tufts of dirt you can find a piece of heart. And I believe it's the same tuft of dirt every single time. So I'm gonna drop them really quick. Because I know this pig can get angry at you. I don't know if it's if you just carry him for too long. But it is kind of annoying because you do have to carry him across this bridge, which is just really, really time consuming. But it's part of the quest. Of course, they'd make the best rewards the ones that have you doing the most, I guess. The best way to describe it. So I believe these are the tufts of dirt you need to do this with, and it's kind of good that we still have bait. I think this is right. Come on, pig. No! Damn it. Oh, I'm out of bait now. Thankfully, Beetle's shop is right here, but doesn't make it less annoying. Maybe it's this one right here. Okay, well, hopefully he stays here, but yeah, I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back. I went to go get some more bait from Beetle. Unfortunately, I had to go pick up the pig again. And I also looked up what the right spot is, and this is actually the right spot right here. The only difference is, obviously, you need to... Why is he doing this? Okay, good. There we go. But yeah, it's the leftmost pile of dirt here. That's the one that you need them for. And yeah, there you go. Got piece of heart. Only need 2 more, and we'll get the last piece of heart on our way to our next thing. Or along the way to our next thing. So what we need to do now is we need to actually go back on top of the mountain. Or on top of the island, rather. I guess this is not really so much a mountain. But, yeah, you know what I'm saying. You know what I'm saying. You know what I'm laying down here. At least I hope you do anyway. But yeah, we're gonna go back up to the top of here. And we're gonna see if you guys notice anything. Notice anything interesting. Obviously, this guy is looking at something. So let's see what we got here. In fact, we'll humor you guys and get the telescope too. See anything interesting? Anything at all? Anything coming to your eyesight right now? Well, that is what we're doing next, guys. So let me get out some equipment here. Is the wind going the right... The wind's actually going the right way, I think. Yeah, so we can actually just... You don't even need to change the wind here. But yeah, we're going to go all the way over here to this giant stone. This stone will unearth probably... It's hard to really call it a dungeon. It's the biggest grotto in the game. And it's the type of grotto that we seem to see a lot in these types of games now. Particularly in the kind of GameCube era, I guess you could say. But let's go ahead and lift this heavy stone here. And let's see what's inside. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome, welcome, welcome to the Savage Labyrinth. Let's go ahead and read about this. The Savage Labyrinth. Deep in the never-ending darkness, the way to the golden shard you seek awaits. You can also find some fairies here if you need to restock. I guess you know what, let's... I don't need this damn water anymore. Let's go ahead and get an extra fairy just in case. I don't think I'll end up dying here, but, you know, it is good to, you know, just have some fairies just in case. The best way to describe this grotto is it's basically the pit of 50 trials. You go through 50 floors. Each floor is like an enemy skirmish of some kind. You get a lot of rewards from this, and going through it has value, because as the little description mentioned, we'll find a Triforce chart down here. And at the very bottom, we'll also find a piece of heart, too. So, we do need to do this in order to beat the game. Or at least we need to do, I think, 30 of the floors. I think that's the magic number you need to clear. But if you want to get the piece of heart, you have to do all 50 of them. But it's really not too bad. Like, honestly, this is a fairly... I mean, especially for this point in the game, we have 19 hearts. We have the Master Sword. Given the Master Sword doesn't have its... Well, actually, I think it does have its power back, but either way, I don't think it really changes, like, its strength against enemies. But, you know, 19 hearts. We even have that hurricane spin that we can use to make things a little faster in some of the floors. Maybe not so much like here, because, you know, chews aren't really that scary. And also, if you're low on any of the like spoils, obviously you can get those spoils here too. But I've pretty much done every quest with the spoils, with exception to obviously the blue chew jelly, but that's I think hardly irrelevant at this point. And it's actually kind of interesting how these floors are kind of like laid out, because every 10 floors will kind of have like a background that's kind of similar to one of the dungeons we've done. So now we're getting kind of the backdrop for the Dragon Roost Cavern. And then after we make it to like floor 11, then we'll start seeing like some backdrops for the Forbidden Woods. Then Tower of the Gods, then Earth Temple, and then Wind Temple. Yeah, the first 10 floors are pretty simple, because there are a lot of enemies that can just be destroyed in, you know, one hits. And see, not only do we have 19 hearts and like full items and equipment and everything, we also have one bottle filled with the elixir, Grandma's soup elixir. We have one bottle with blue potion, and we have 2 bottles with fairies, so I don't think we're gonna die. Or at least die and have to start the whole thing over. That is something I would imagine like a lot of like kind of younger players are kind of scared of in a dungeon like this. Because those later floors definitely get pretty difficult. Because you have like a lot more tough enemies and rough combinations of enemies too. So here we are, floor 10. Every 10 floors, like, you'll also get, like, some rupees as well. So it's a good way to kind of stock up on money if you need money for any reason. At this point, we really only need money for the Triforce charts once we start spending, you know, stuff on those. But I think we're actually fine now. So I think you need, like, almost 400 for each Triforce chart. And then, you know, 400 times 8 is obviously 32,000, which we're, you know, we're definitely over that capstone now, so that should not be an issue for us. This will also be the last area that I use the Hero's Charm or the mask that I'm wearing. After this, I will take it off and then, you know, go back to Link's normal, adorable face. See, as you can see, now we have kind of a forest or Forbidden Woods background. Man, it's surprising how well the boomerang can take out some of these forest enemies. It makes sense, but still, it's just very interesting. It is also kind of nice that they try to keep the enemies based on when you see them in the game, kind of in that little order. So we'll probably see those like weird, I don't know what to even call them, these enemies. We'll probably see the flying variant at some point too. So yeah, I'll probably end this video when we get to the 20th floor, and then maybe try to power through the other 30 floors in the next video. You dropped your weapon. You dropped your weapon. Can't believe you dropped your weapon. Okay. So there we go. Got that one done. See, now that it showed us basically all of the enemies, now they're trying to do like different combinations of all the enemies. Oh god. I wasn't aware that was all the enemies. Or that wasn't all of the enemies. Okay, now we got the... Now we gotta deal with Gaia's friends again. Thankfully, you don't have to kill all the friends to move on. They do make things a little annoying, though. And there we go. We are done with that floor. And notice that every 10 floors, they'll also give you a light where you can return back to the surface. Obviously, if you're trying to get like everything in here in one swoop, you want to avoid that at all costs. So stay away from the light until you've gotten everything in here. But that's going to do it for this video. Thank you for watching, everybody. I'll see you guys next time when we plunder the remaining 30 floors. So see you guys then. Later, folks.